What up, what up? It's your boy Chris out here. Just came to read a book, fish a little bit, because I had it in the back of my truck. I wasn't really trying to get dirty with it. But hey, if I caught something, I caught it, right? Got my laptop with me, and I was just listening to Gary V, and I was just inspired by one of the things he had to say, which was, you know, you want to be a motivator, you want to be a public figure or whatever, a positive impact into people's lives. Record yourself, record the journey to that versus recording what you think you should tell people. And I thought that was amazing. So, you know, it inspired me to get on YouTube and start using YouTube just like I would my Instagram, just like I would a couple of different social media accounts that I use. And today I'm waiting on confirmation on the closing. Should be about $8,000, just shy of $8 grand. And my lenders are gonna be happy. The deal should have turned out a lot more money. I was aiming to try to get like 40 grand, to be honest. It was the numbers were like this. It was a house in Lake Mary I picked up for 165. Picked it up for 165, and it was worth 250. It needed about 15 grand in it. I thought I could resell for 220 by putting it back on the MLS just with basic things. Like, I literally just went in there, cleaned it up. The tenants left the place of shit, cleaned it up, and tried to get away with putting it back on the market for like 40 grand more. You know, because I've heard stories of people getting it done, so I figured, yo, this is the perfect opportunity for me to try to get that done. I had access to capital, I had the right deal in the right location. So I said, fuck it, why not? So I've listed the property on the market. Week 1, I started getting a bunch of offers, but it wasn't any offers in the 200s. We're talking offers in the 180s, 185. But mind you, when I bought the house for 165, I had to borrow 10 grand to buy it. And on those 10 grand, I owed 2 grand of interest. So I owed about 172 against the house, because my first lender only lent me 160. So, point of the fucking story is this. Going back, looking at it now, having I just got the property on the contract and immediately week 1, week 2, started marketing, bandit signs, not only would I had spent a lot less money marketing the house versus acquiring it, lights, power, just basic stuff, dumpster, you know, I ran up about $2,000 in just basic acquisition costs. So, having known what I know now, I definitely just would have gone back 165, tacked on an extra 20 grand, because the market over there was buzzing like that. Like, I had like 3-4 offers at 180, 190. And finally, I realized I wasn't going to get no more than 190, so I said, fuck it. I took the 190, and for not reading the contracts thoroughly with this one realtor, she had finessed me for the closing costs. I thought the buyer was going to cover the closing costs, but it ended up being that, nope, I covered my own closing costs, so this deal would have been 3 grand more. But again, lessons along the way to these journeys, to these big ass checks. You know, stay patient with your vision. You know, never give up on it. You know, everything happens with a divine purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at the next man's check and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You know, when is it gonna be my turn? Just grind, man, and just be very appreciative for everything that happens in your life. Every setback, every lesson, because it's your lesson. This is my lesson. This ain't your lesson. Anybody could easily sit back and say, oh, you fucking dummy. You should have known better. You know, I got 50 plus deals and, you know, shit still happens. You know what I'm saying? 50 plus deals under my track record. I'm 25 years old. I'm saying I'm a 2-time felon. You know, I used to be out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, not on the right terms. Like, corrupting the youth. Like, you know? I'm happy now. Like, I'm on a different path. You know? Giving people something to inspire to. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of felons could say they made $140,000 last year. You know, especially at 25. You know what I'm saying? So, extremely grateful for this opportunity. You know? Holla at your boy, man. Stay tuned. Subscribe, like my shit, comment. You know, stay trip. Get your real estate paper. You heard? You get your mind right, you get that money right. That's real talk.